All right. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. Yes, sir. My name is Greg. We are back. We're back because we went away for a minute, but we are back now, and we are going to try our best. Oh, that is not good, Microsoft Copilot. Hang on. Hey, we got some audio difficulties. Hang on one second, my friends. Yeah, we should not be hearing that. Let me fix the filter here. Let me fix the noise gate. Okay, let's see here. Close. Okay, closing it. We'll leave it -45. And then opening it. Let's see here. Yo. Okay, that's better. Can't hear clapping if I talk quiet. I need to change it just a little bit. Okay, so we no snapping we can hear. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, we can still hear it. Change this to -24. Let's see. All right, little clapping. That's okay. Barely any snapping. If I talk quiet, we can still hear everything. And if I talk loud, okay, very good. So that's good enough. Let's put this at -20. Very good. All right, now we're good. So, yeah, I've been having some troubles. I've been having some technical difficulties today. A couple of times I've had technical difficulties, but I think we're good now. I think we're good. We are going to be recreating a flight that FedEx used to fly back when it was flying the MD11. Now it just started flying the MD11 again. I think yesterday or today, it was like the first day of the flight. This flight we're doing, if you go to FlightAware and type in November 605 Foxtrot Echo, it'll pull up a flight from Toronto to Memphis. So that's where we're going today in the TFDi or TFDi MD11. Yes, sir. Let's get this set up here. So we have Toronto. And I gotta turn that filter, the noise gate, just a little bit because it's not picking all my voice up. So let's open threshold. We'll make it a little bit lower. Yes, 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 yes. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Or I just don't talk that softly. Yeah, I think that's better. Hang on a second. Hello, hello. Softer. Oh, this way. This way, this way, this way. Softer, softer. Oh, good. All right, that's better. Ugh. All right. So we're taking off on runway 33 right, more than likely. Let's park. Okay, we'll park over here. I think I fixed a lot of the issues that I was having with frame rate and stuff like that. I think I fixed a lot of it, actually. If what worked earlier today continues to work well, we should be okay. All right, let me get a little earlier today set up because this airplane took off at like 8 something in the morning. So we'll set it for a little earlier. You know what? We're just going to do a quick setup tonight. Let me get that pulled up online. Give me 1 second. Oh, I have it right here. Hang on. Quick start guide. All right, let's make sure we are connected to some sort of power system. Okay, performance, payload, services. All right, disconnect. Okay, so we are connected there. Hang on, let me get my 2 pages up here so I can see if anybody's chatting me. You chatting me, motherfucker? And I went live earlier today. Trying to go live. Had some technical difficulties today, that's for sure. All right, battery switch on. Let's connect the external power.
Autopilot.
Arm the emergency power. Okay.
Overspeed.
Reset fuel. Let's set the 3 IRS switches. Alright, this is starting to align. Initialize IRS. We have FDX247. Let's load up the aircraft. So set fuel and payload. That is now set. And then once our system finishes aligning, then we will finish setting everything up. I mean, like, you know, we're waiting on that. I guess in the meantime, we can get the APU turned on. Arm those, nav, high int. Start the APU. Dump switch is closed, fuel dump closed, manifold, cabin air, the cab bus, the drive buttons, everything is good. Valves are open. Okay, flaps and elevator on auto. GPS is good. Flap override normal. Okay, electric. Oh, good. It looks like navigation is working. All right, let's go ahead and send our flight plan over. Currently, we're going to be departing on runway 33 right. I don't know if that's still going to be that way here in a moment. Okay, mix at 7, and we have Gentry. All right, insert, clear vector, clear discontinuity, Memphis. We have star, Bluz 5, EXV, ILS 36 left, Watson. I used to like taking Watsons back in the day. That was always a fun pill to take. Alright, clear. And then we have one more to get rid of here. Okay. Let's get our payload and all that. Boy, this is really difficult to see. My goodness. Okay. Yep. Payload, performance, 33 right. Get weather information, so it's 3019 is the pressure. Okay, let's go to performance. Not performance, my bad, initialization. Cruise level is 38,000 feet. Flight number FDX247. Cost index 120. We have all of this info gets pulled in automatically since we've already set it up. All right, now we just have our performance page. Takeoff weight, get weights, calculate. So flex temperature is 59. Our slope is 0.1. Yeah, 0.1, and wind is by 12. So we have 0.1, 12, and then we have 128, 150, 168, I think. Flaps are 10, I believe. $166. Alright, that's good. Let's go ahead and get clearance for takeoff. Just clicked on new flight.
Dash 0. Fuel at 7,000. Temperature niner. Dew point -6. altimeter 3019er. Density altitude
We have information delta.
feet. Taxiway lights experiencing intermittent up.
Toronto Leicester FedEx 247 Heavy requesting IFR clearance to Memphis. We have information delta. I didn't hear them say anything back. No mic. Oh, I might not have the microphone. Shit. That would make sense. Give me 1 second. Let me update the mic. All right, let me try this now. Toronto Leicester FedEx 247 Heavy requesting IFR clearance to Memphis. We have information delta.
Clearance on request here, number 1. FedEx 247 Heavy, cleared to Memphis via the Memphis 7 departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 127.575 squawk 5141. Expect runway 33 right.
FedEx 247 Heavy cleared to Memphis. Mix at departure, then is filed. Maintain 5,000. Squawk 5141. Expect runway 33 right. Copy that on runway 33 right. FedEx 247 Heavy. Alright, so we have 5141.
FedEx 247 Heavy, read back correct. Contact ground on 119.1.
FedEx 247 contact ground 119.1. Okay, let's pick up from where we left off here. So we got that set. Initial climb altitude, let's set that to 5,000. Ooh, we gotta fix that real quick. My keyboard. There we go. Yeah, 5,000 on the overhead panel, on the electric panel, APU power. Okay, disconnect. All right, put the dial flap to 10.
Runway 33 right, taxi via 7, Alpha Lima, Tango, Bravo, Delta.
All right, that's on 10. Set the passenger signs to on. Select an engine ignition system.
Air Transat 346, push approved, expect taxi shortly.
Turn on our beacon lights. Turn on auxiliary hydraulic pump number 1 so we have access to our brakes. All right, and now we should be able to fire up our engines now. All right, let's get clearance for pushback. I don't think they have pushback in here. Okay, no, they don't. All right, let's get. We have 1-1. Oh, well, let me get clearance for push. Toronto, Leicester, ground. FedEx 247 heavy requesting push and start. I gotta fix one more thing. I don't know why I need to do this with this. I didn't turn the game off. Like, it was still... Okay, let me see which this says now. Okay, landing gear. Okay, nope. Okay, and I think it is supposed to be that one there. All right, that's fine. All right, face northeast. Let's get ramp 1119.9. Toronto, Leicester ramp. FedEx 247 heavy, general aviation requesting tug for pushback. Oh. We already pushed us nose to the northeast. We should have... The parking brake should be working. Yeah.
Flight deck, clear for engine start and sequence.
All right, engine start. Forget where the buttons are to start the engine. Let me engine start. Where is the selector? Oh yeah, that's right. N2 gets to 15, then we'll turn fuel on, I guess. Make sure the oil pressure rises first. Yep.
Ground flight deck. Pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of engine start. Report when ready to disconnect.
We have good engine start. You can disconnect now. Thank you for your help. Have a good morning.
Alright, we're disconnecting now. Stand by.
All right.
Ground flight deck bypass removed.
Engine 2 on.
Cruise vehicle good to go. See you soon.
Make sure oil pressure starts to rise. Yep. Test our mask. Oh shit, I don't have GPU-Z on or AutoFPS. Alright, fuel on. Engines are on, so we can clean up some of this now. Let's go ahead and turn APU air off. Set our flaps to 10, or to the dial of flap setting at least. Arm the spoilers. Set our stabilizer. let's make sure everything else looks okay. All right. Everything looks good to me. I guess we can turn off the ignition now. Set the trim takeoff page on the here. Click on FCP. Oh, click on nav and prof. Okay, master caution, ignition not armed. Oh, okay. I guess we should arm it then. All right, I think we are ready to go, actually. Let's get clearance for taxi. Let's tune back to the ground. Taxi to runway 33 right via Echo Alpha, Echo Delta, FedEx 247 Heavy. So that means we are going to... Oh, it's just right there. All right, let's remove the brake. We're probably going to be watching a little Keno Casino while we're taking off. The checklist was a lot bigger than what we did, but I didn't feel like going through the whole checklist again. I think the co-pilot can turn on the takeoff lights. I think. We'll find out in a moment here. Will you turn the takeoff lights on, please? I don't know if he's really programmed or not. We're gonna find out.
Landing lights now.
Oh shit. He might can do it. Oh shit. I think he did it. No, he did. Alright, so that checklist is a liar. The guy or girl who put it up on SayIntentions is lying. Because it doesn't work. We'll have to get the L bars and the K bars for it. Maybe one day put it in ourselves. Contact Tower 118.35, FedEx 247 Heavy. Have a good morning as well. Toronto Leicester Tower, FedEx 247 Heavy, holding short runway 33 right, ready for departure.
FedEx 247 Heavy, Toronto Tower, runway 33 right, hold short, 247 on the runway.
Oh good, we're clear for takeoff.
Runway 33 right, winds 350 and 12, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 33 right, cleared for takeoff. FedEx 247 Heavy.
Auto flights.
Contact departure today. Runway 33 right.
Approaching runway 33 right.
Runway 33 right. Runway 33 right.
On runway 33 right remaining.
Takeoff power set.
1,900 feet.
Airspeed is alive. B1. Rotates. Whoa, little airplane.
Western 627, hold short, runway 33 right.
Positive rate, landing gear up.
Holding short, Western 627.
Okay, we can de-arm the spoilers.
47 Heavy, contact departure. Contacting departure, FedEx 247. Toronto departure, FedEx 247. Good morning, climbing through 2000. FedEx 247 Heavy, Toronto departure, radar contact, climb 15,000, turn left, heading 270. Vectors to Newback, then on course.
Whoa, bitch.
Climb 15,000, left heading 270, vectors to Newback, then on course, FedEx 247 Heavy.
I'm sorry, I gotta look something up real quick. 'Cause I don't see where to put the autopilot on.
FedEx 247 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Forward panel.
Maintain flight level 240, FedEx 247.
Okay, nav switch. FMS speed, altitude. Yeah, where is autopilot? Okay, autopilot. No, not on the 717. Autopilot. On the MD11, the system must be selected to manual if the pilot wishes. Pressing the switch deselects, allows the... Okay, quick start, extended systems. Let me see here. Normal checklist. Oh yeah, okay. Avionics. Alright, flight director. CDEC. Altitude. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't see the
Monitor vertical speed. Clear of conflict.
Alright, I think I got it now. Alright, flaps up. And flaps up. Okay. So the quick reference guide said to click auto flight first. Well, that is navigate. That's autopilot.
Climb and maintain flight level 260. Climb and maintain flight level 260, FedEx 247.
Lights. After takeoff, disarm the spoilers. We can turn off the auto. Put our dial a flap to 15. Make sure our transponder is set accordingly. Yep.
Stabilizer motion.
All right. The APU off.
FedEx 247 Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 310. Climb and maintain flight level 310, FedEx 247.
All right, I think we're doing good now. Turn our seatbelt signs off.
Contact Toronto Center on 134.925.
Stabilizer motion.
takeoff. Gear up, spoilers, auto brakes, slats. Ensure all engine parameters are passing 10,000.
Center on 133.3.
Sterile cockpit.
Contacting Toronto Center on 133.3. FedEx 247. Toronto Center, FedEx 247. Good morning, climbing through 16,000 for flight level 310.
Alright, that must be the...
FedEx 247 Heavy, Toronto Center identified. Good morning.
Alright, there's where we do the altitude. And let's update this. Okay, that's all good. Let's increase our... You know, we should have turned weather on by now. Okay, weather and turbulence.
FedEx 247, climb flight level 380.
Climbing flight level 380, FedEx 247.
Alright, we are pretty much all set for our flight here. Why are we in pitch mode? We should be in profile mode. And them engines sounded really damn good earlier when we were setting them up. Oh, I gotta work tomorrow. It sucks.
I like my job, I just don't like work.
Hang on one second. I got to plug in my laptop. And then we're gonna put on Kino Casino for a while and watch it while we're flying. I'm not a big fan of these technical difficulties I was having earlier. If you missed the original live stream that I started doing a couple hours ago, I'm pretty sure I fixed 99% of the issues I was having with frame rate by one simple thing. I'll show you at the very end of the stream, but so far it's been helping. I loaded in at Los Angeles as well, like when I was trying it out, and it was working pretty good even in LA. So hopefully that'll whoa, buddy. Let me show you the difference between. Hang on, let me show you the difference between Kino Casino's channel and Dark Side Phil's. Oh. let me turn the game down just a little bit. Look at this. Let me show you this. Look at this. If you look up in the top corner, top left corner, so Keno Casino has 17,500 people supposedly watching. I doubt it's being botted. They're really popular. DSP, 43. That's funny.
Expose people bitching and whining and crying, and then the very next day, or sometimes within the same hour, he deletes all of it and then pretends like it never happened. This is constantly happening, and it's happened like every single day for the last like 3 days straight, every day.
But by the way, Kit thinks he was on the front page too. Appreciate you, Kit. Thanks, Eddie.
Quartering then says he has nothing to apologize for. You get fucked. Have a nice day, though. Nobody, you have a lot to apologize for.
Why am I being attacked still? Because
he pretends to be completely oblivious to this whole thing. He needs to address it head on, or else this is just going to continue on. Because people aren't satisfied with you pretending that what we all see happening isn't happening.
But come the fuck out. I'm not going to apologize. I wonder why they all hate me.
If you guys don't know what's going on with the quartering, so he turns out he has a sky bull cuck that likes to fuck his wife, and the guy's name was made more relevant than it was before. So Jeremy has mentioned the guy's name plenty of times on his show, but since he doesn't have that many people watching him anymore, nobody really saw it. When Keno Casino broke it open, all of a sudden they were lying, and Jeremy, who has been a pretty staunch free speech advocate, is now saying, well, you can't say that, you know, I'm going to ban your channel. So he's been striking down channels, and
He told us that this would
Chrissy Mayer was sweeping up for him the other day, who's probably going to be his next co-host.
He called it a tempest in a teapot. Some teapot. Some tempest, Jared. Holy, buddy. Holy. So then, Jared, like, I don't know what he thinks tweets like this are going to accomplish, other than just fanning the flames and kicking the hornet's nest once again. Like, he seems to have the same train of logic that Darkside Phil has, where just one more statement, one more retcon, one more tweet, and suddenly everybody will understand, and they'll stop
one more
making
time
fun
trying
of him.
to rewrite history.
Like, this is the sort of logic that you can only find at the bottom of the bottle of booze, you know? So Quartering says these grown men hanging on my every tweet, my every comment, my every video in desperate hope to be outraged are the fucking weirdest people on the planet.
Buddy,
are you kidding me? You were the butthurt Billy that cried that we were making fun of your garbage show, you pooping your pants, you having a sky bowl, a pizza bowl, etc., etc.
And
you were the one that was
Jeremy's like, how dare you say that how dare you say that my wife, my wife's name, and how dare you say all this about my wife? Dude, you said your wife's name plenty of times on your own show. It's not Keno's fault. What really happened is, I think what happened is, you have been view-botting yourself for years. So when you say you have 80,000 people watching, there's not really 80,000 people watching, right? So now that only 10,000 people know on your channel, but now 30,000 people know from Keno Casino, yeah, now that's a big deal, because now everybody's been following it because Keno's popular right now. You're not. Sorry, bud, but you're not popular, bitch.
Oh my God! The woke left that we're under attack! Blacks and Muslims and crime and this and that! Oh my God! Guys, they changed the Marvel character! Woo! You know what I mean? Be outraged! Be outraged! But he's trying to set up this framing, and the only thing this guy cares about, he doesn't care about the truth or anything. All he cares about is the frame. So the frame has to be everybody else is triggered, everybody else is angry, and it's like, I don't know. Do you not have a right
Andy
to be
is the worst
angry if
co-host
somebody
ever.
breaks into your house and robs you? If somebody takes your livelihood away from you and threatens to make you penniless and take everything you have, do you not have a genuine right to righteous
I'm gonna share this a different way. Give me a
and
moment.
to call out that?
So I want to have it in the screen at the same time. So let me just copy the URL. Post it in here. We'll post it on to right, and okay.
Altitude.
DSP would say, or Chris Chan would say, Boogie would say, all the classic locale trope. I'm actually rent free. You're obsessed with me. Actually, you know, it's, bro, it didn't work for them. It's not going to work for you, Chair. Sorry.
Yep.
Look at this.
Okay, that we watched that one.
They make so much money streaming, man. It's crazy. I can't get 3 people to watch my channel, but man, they get like. But of course, they've been at it a lot longer than me. I'm not hating. I'm just stating facts.
Quartering says the oranges are for flavor. Now, mind you, Quartering has said that this is so serious, such a serious situation.
All right, we are almost at our cruising altitude.
But then he makes these jokey shit posts about it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I forgot to set up our. I had the other app that goes with this airplane where we can set up failures and stuff like that.
But it's like he wants to create.
Right, let me pull up Memphis. Let's get our charts for Memphis just in case.
He's chilling, that he's flourishing in his lane, when in reality he's seething, melting down,
He is.
shitting his pants, and making constant threats to other people.
Idle threats. Idle
So
threats.
If we go back, if we go ahead, we'll see this comment that he's responding to.
He's not
And then
doing
we'll
anything.
Go back.
All he's doing is striking down channels, which pretty sure if somebody were to sue him over it, he would lose.
You have enough pills and booze at your house to go quietly into the long night. Ended. Jared just like, no, I don't think I will, bish. Now, mind you, he highlights stuff like
Suffer,
this. And I wouldn't be
bish.
surprised if he made that post himself in order to paint all of his critics this way.
I'm being harassed. Look, I'm being threatened. Look. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Wish we had a regular map to go with this.
You're a retard. We want our channel back, and we hate you. Like, how?
Exactly. So here's Quartering's metrics.
All right, now that we are at altitude, let's change.
366 videos on Saturday night.
Is he buying subs for Jeremy Apple again?
Well, this is the Quartering.
Let's see what our
channel,
cruising
right?
speed is supposed
But
to be.
These subscriber numbers and these viewer numbers are not organic whatsoever.
Jeremy Apple channel is 269K.
Is that so? On the Hambly channel, then he deleted 300.
Oh yeah, 0.84. Okay, all right, that works.
So that's where he had all of these live streams set up. So for whatever reason, he believes that he can delete all of these live streams and cover all of this stuff up. It's all already been archived, Jeremy. It's all already been archived, bro.
Fertilizer against us.
We're where we are. Let's see.
Alive certified. All the stupid shit.
Oh yeah, okay.
And here we have Craig. I feel like I finally know what the orange units do. They apparently
Going over Lake Michigan.
Cleveland Center on 126.555, FedEx 247
And
Heavy.
then
Tell you what, I'll take the comms for a while, I guess.
Camelot says 1 hour ago, the Quartering released a video about Mark Hamill and deleting posts. Whilst the Quartering is actively
All right, there we go. I got the comms again.
I have never seen a lack of self-awareness so severe. And then Quartering goes, Drucker, the sheer amount of time you think about me is fucking creepy. I'm not interested in you. So was it creepy when you made the hundreds of videos?
Gear horn flaps up.
Was it
ident
creepy when you
button.
did all the videos about AOC or Joe Biden?
Oh, let me see if he'll do set traffic to normal. Let's see here.
Stop it. This is a standard that he doesn't apply to anything else.
I kind of feel like I should know what his
But
name is
suddenly when
first.
it's him, he
think it's Steve. I thought we had Steve. Let me see here.
Sin that all creators have agreed silently to not flag each other. Not only did he do that and break that, he called his YouTube rep. Okay? Fuck you, Chair. You deserve more. Actually, more. It will never end. Let's continue.
SayIntentions.
So this is now where he decides to go after Friday Night Tights. So
All right, co-pilots. Oh yeah, we have Max. Okay.
If you watched our prior show about
Let's see what
Chrissy
happens.
Mayer, our Friday show, and what went down with
Set
her,
TCAS
sweeping for Melanie Mack,
to set
pretending
traffic
like
to
she
normal.
had no idea what was going
Hi, Max.
on.
Please
You'll
set
understand
traffic
why
to
this
normal.
happened. But if you didn't, basically what happened is Chrissy Mayer knew right well what was going on with the quarter. Nina Infinity had explained it to her publicly.
Okay, so he'll respond. He's just whoever programmed this just didn't program the buttons properly. Right? Not a big deal.
An hour after the stream, and had reached out to her in the hours before the stream, and also informed her about the situation. But she went on with Melanie Mack anyway, and pretended to not know anything about the situation.
There, we are
swept
over
up
Lake
any
Michigan.
and all criticism, was answering super chats for Melanie Mack, and I believe at this point it was all an audition to join the quartering and replace Hannah Claire Bremolo on the program.
Yep.
Because Hannah Claire Bremolo was on her way out.
She is on her way
thought
out.
that she could get away with sweeping this up. She thought that she was going to make all of this money and then be able to double dip it.
Yep, but Jeremy is months away from bankruptcy.
Brittany and fence it
Ooh, I
the
like
whole
that.
issue and then get in quartering's good graces and get hired. So this caused a
So
massive
15,
fucking
16, and
shitstorm
17.
for Chrissy and everybody associated with her. For those of you who don't know, there's a program called Friday Night Tights. It's probably the largest media criticism show on YouTube. I think that's fair to say.
I can't get to
It gets
15.
like 20,000,
That sucks.
30,000 live viewers, hundreds of thousands of replay views on a regular basis. It features Nerdrotic, it features D-Day
Mueller.
Cobra, Ryan Kinnell, Shadowbird. I mean, you can just read the list of names, or you might not.
Heel
be able
versus
to
Babyface.
because it's deep fried. Right?
Over here, he's now base. This guy, little platoon. Yeah, they're all
Chrissy
base.
Mayer is a regular contributor to this program.
She was a regular bitch,
been
now
on
she's
it
not.
For a long time now. Now, in the opinion of pretty much everybody, she contributes next to fucking nothing and is completely useless. She does her Alyssa Mercante impression or her Frosk impression, which is typically very fucking cringe. You know what I mean? And she mostly just sits there in silence and tries to network.
She was a
and suck
regular.
clout from the program.
Now
okay?
she
But
is
the
on her
people
way
that are
out the
there
door.
that are
At least
like
that's
her
what
and
it
are
sounded like when
friends
Gary
with
was
her,
talking about her the other
you know,
day.
she's a part of the show, right? Even though she doesn't really contribute anything of value. But what she decided to do was create a massive shitstorm of drama for herself and everybody involved.
Yes,
in
she
this
did.
show. Because what's happening is this radioactive
That bitch is so
cloud
dumb.
that Quartering and Melanie Mack and now Chrissy Mayer have created is following everybody associated with it everywhere they go.
Yep.
And this is not a show for drama. This is not a show to litigate. Did you sweep for Melanie Mack? Did you sweep for court? It's a show to talk about Marvel movies, to talk about Star Wars, pop culture, and entertainment.
that's all it's ever been.
And have a chill, laid-back vibe. And Nerdrotic Gary hates fucking drama. And to be fair to everybody on
He
this
said that on
show,
his latest stream.
They shouldn't have to deal with drama that they had
One of
no
his latest
part in
streams.
creating.
They didn't
And
have
so
drama
if Chrissy was
until
to appear on this show,
Chrissy
no
was
doubt
sweeping for
dollars
the quartering and all them.
there would have been 10,000 orange posters in the fucking chat, rightfully calling for Chrissy Mayer to be held accountable and be dunked on. And so Gary and the other members of the panel didn't want that. And so they asked her, hey, just don't come to work just don't come to work this week. By the way, this is not a new thing. This has been done several times before in the history of this program. This is how they handle drama. When you have heat on you, when you're bringing baggage to the table, it's not a place for that drama and baggage. Razor Fist, they dropped him for a while.
Yep.
But you know what? He was brought back onto the program. He took his lumps, and now he comes on from time to time. This is how they handle business over there. Well, Chrissy Mayer and Jeremy Hambley decided to throw a piss pants tantrum about this whole fucking situation and accuse these people who have have been some of
Right.
the biggest critics,
Yep.
the biggest champions
Yep.
against anti-woke, against woke content.
Yep.
That there's
Absolutely.
ever been on the platform.
Threw it in her face.
Yeah, against anti-woke. Holy fuck, I pulled a Hambley there. Some of the biggest champions against woke content on the platform. They had the balls.
Oh my God,
to
Andy, shut
call
the fuck
these
up.
people woke leftist cancel mob communists.
Everyone on the platform, they're calling this for not wanting to be part of the problem. And by the way, you know why they don't want you on, Chrissy? Because you were defending someone who got people on the platform who was, yes, like that's what people do. That's literally, oh, but now they won't let her on the show because they're woke. No, they are against the platform.
I just love, by the way, how
Let me also just say that
Mac and Chrissy are allowed to criticize whoever they want. but
part of the
all
reason
they
why I don't think anybody should give Jeremy the time of day is he actively was telling people years ago how to hide folders on your computer so computer techs can't find it. So if you had pictures you didn't want them to see, kitty pictures or any other kind of pictures, you can hide it. That's fucking gross.
all of the money and viewers and support that they have is just crazy, especially when he shares, and certainly has in the past,
Yep.
a huge percentage of his audience with these people. It's just a completely self-destructive maneuver. So let's have a look at what the Friday Night Tights panel had to say.
And remember, this all started shit talk, good chair, and yes, and this crew for like the huge drop, which is all bullshit, by the way, which is completely
Yeah, I mean, he tried to say that the entire anti-woke space and everybody
the
who was
hell is this?
criticizing media, their views were down, their money was
Whoa.
down, and it was dying. No, Corbin,
What is
it was
this?
your views and your
Look at all
money
the
that was
wind.
down, and you tried to do a crowd.
Oh, where does this come from?
You know, smear on these guys.
What
for
the
no
hell is
fucking
this?
reason, just to excuse your own failure. It was pathetic. Pathetic.
Now let's watch this. It's a great clip.
I guess we have to address the elephant in the room, the oranges.
Oh, that's part of the flight plan here.
21 subs!
Wow, 21 subs. My goodness.
Support, huge support.
One of these days I'll get 21 subs.
400 now, 2 million subscriber elephant.
Let's go! Good chair! Good chair's been on a fucking tear.
Righteous falconing.
Maybe Camelot are like following this motherfucker.
All right, let's take a look at
Like that on this particular program. You have
Approach.
to fuck up so bad. You have to have universally fucked up to
Okay.
where
Looks all right.
everybody disagrees with you and no one's on your side and you're completely radioactive and a disaster because this isn't a show about drama. They hate to talk about it, but you've made it unavoidable, Jeremy.
That is true.
Ultimately, the cause of all this.
It is. Oh, there it is. Allegedly, because we all know he did it. It's the same. It's the same thing as like.
He was going around saying, I got all these connections. These channels are going to get it. And then the next day those channels get taken down. Man, none of us were born yesterday. Remember, the internet, don't forget. It don't forget the internet.
No, I mean, he only just admitted it publicly.
Yeah, and in the DMs with Barry, like, there's really no.
All right, I put it on 2x.
Was there ever was there any doubt at it?
No, really. Like, I think in a criminal trial, he would be convicted beyond any reasonable doubt.
I think so, too.
For the admissions that he made to Barry in DMs on Saturday
Yep.
night. Like, that's what I think, but.
I think so too.
Maybe there's somebody out there who would believe that he didn't. I don't think so.
I don't believe it. I think he struck down all them channels. He called his little compadre and at YouTube, and they struck it all down.
Oh, it's just a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence.
A big hairy coincidence.
Plausible deniability, I guess.
0.01%.
There's an email that nobody's seen yet that apparently has disappeared because you know what I did yesterday, guys?
So just so you people know what they're referencing here. Jeremy Hambley has his search bar up, as he often does,
Yes.
which leads to a lot of embarrassment.
Yes.
And
Yes,
in
it
his
does.
Search history, in his search history, there was an email from YouTube that said, "Thanks for your report."
Yeah, and it was
Now,
new.
Barry
It was a
and
new
others have
report.
pressed him and said, "Will you produce that email?" He says that the email doesn't exist.
Right.
Well, obviously
Right.
it does exist because it was in your search history. But even if it didn't exist and we wrote that
Right.
part off completely,
You did not see
said
what
you
you-
were gonna call your
you did not
YouTube
see
rep
what
and
you
have
saw.
our channel taken down for ban evasion.
These are not the
And then a few
DMs you
days
are looking
later,
for.
The channel was taken
This
down
is
for
not the
ban
chat
evasion.
history.
And then, coincidentally, all these critics of
Get
you
bent,
are now
bitch.
getting taken down, strikes on their channel.
God, I wonder how many
Camelot's got 2 strikes
viewers
on
Phil
his channel at
has
this
right now.
point. And whether it's you directly doing it or people doing it because you've opened the floodgates and think they can get away with it, ultimately you are responsible for this situation, Jeremy, and you need to take some accountability for that.
Okay, hang on 1 second. There we go. Sorry, I got a million DMs. Folks, I can't reply to all of them. Sorry for this. Thank you.
You could.
You know, I mean,
You can hire me. Give me $4 grand a month. I'll do it.
To make sure I watch.
Give me $4 grand a month and a click channel. I'll do it.
Research before I decided to talk about something.
I'll reply to every single one of them.
What's going on? And trying to beat Ryan Kimmel or something? Get all prepared.
I'll be fair, by the way. To follow all this is pretty tough. It's like you have to watch about 17 hours of content.
I don't think it was that hard to follow up until this weekend. And then this weekend, it just hit a whole new level
Yeah.
to where
Especially
it's
after
my
Chrissy
job
went and did what
to
she
be doing
did.
this. And I was trying
can't
to
believe
follow
she
it every
sweat
minute
like
I
that,
could.
man.
But even I couldn't, because I have to sleep at some fucking point. You know, I have to eat a lot of food to maintain this physique.
Stuff this weekend.
So, it's just crazy.
Texting Ashton every like 3 hours. What happened? I can't believe you're like, Andy, you won't believe it.
once. Just once. So, Chrissy's not on the show today.
I wonder why.
Chrissy yesterday about the situation she inserted herself in.
Yeah, she had no reason to
whether
do
it
this
was,
other than maybe trying to get a new job with the quartering, which that's like being helicoptered in and dropped on the Titanic, getting helicoptered in and dropped on the Titanic 12 hours before it hit the iceberg. Like Jeremy, like from what I understand, he's like months away from bankruptcy, maybe like 2 months away.
Or to bring in money and views, okay? That's the reality of the situation. So she wasn't ignorant, but okay, they didn't know all of that at this time. Although, let's continue.
All right.
She's going to have to address on her channel. It is not anything I feel I need to answer for or will answer
No, he
for.
doesn't.
I will say unequivocally, if I could pronounce the word, that I am against
We're all turning into
false flagging
Jared
in all of its forms.
I fucked up some words. I'm like, God damn, we're watching too much chair. Like,
Against even slightly hinting at false flagging that can cause more false flagging. I'm against stealing content. These are things I don't like. They are antithetical to everything we do. Authenticity and integrity is all we have.
Contact Indianapolis
And
Center 135
that
at 8.
is in
FedEx
when that is in
247
question,
heavy.
That's a big fucking problem.
I gotta say,
That's a big problem. So
if you know Nerdrotic at home, the fact that he's saying this much, like normally it would be one sentence.
Good morning,
if
Indianapolis
that.
Center,
When
FedEx
he goes on for
247
about 3
heavy,
minutes about you,
flight level
you
380.
fuck up so badly. And what's crazy is it's all like this gaslighting that she did nothing wrong.
We'll
All
go
of
back
these
into sped up mode here in a
excuses.
moment
My
after we
father
make this
was
turn.
murdered 3 years ago. My baby wasn't vaccinated. Don't know what that has to do with any of this fucking situation. You know what I mean? Just excuse after she broke down into tears at one point, Chrissy, rather than just admit that she fucking lied.
after lying, by the way, it's like you're a dad passed away. It's very sad. Obviously, we're not against your dad dying.
Here we
It's
go.
Crazy. But
Making
3
our
years
turn.
Later,
It's not an excuse.
Turn to the
And
southeast.
it felt at us. It's like, it's not about this at all. Like, what are you talking about? Tragedy happens to all of us, by the way. You know that, right, Chrissy? You fucking dumb bitch.
We'll get there.
I spoke to Chrissy yesterday, told her the situation, and she has decided to address it on Sunday on her channel.
She didn't
And I
address
think
it.
that's a
It was-
wise
No, she
decision
didn't.
because,
She didn't
it's not
own up to
something
shit.
that's gonna get addressed
It was not, in fact, a wise move. It was honestly, she was better off not doing anything. than
That's
what she
very
did
true.
on Sunday. What she did on Sunday
She should have just told the
was
truth, but instead
shameless,
she tried to make
disgusting,
excuses up, and it just makes it sound
gaslighting
even
I've ever
worse.
seen in my life.
Okay, I did not mean I'm not against your dad dying. I'm not against you being sad about your dad dying. So
The murderer was in the right. He did the world a favor.
He was an extreme rightist. This is why I don't like Andy, because he laughs like a little high school girl all the time.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Andy. I'm sorry you feel that way about her father. Sorry
And he
you
just
feel
says dumb
like
shit.
that about your dad's murder.
Those are the two reasons why I don't like him. I'm sure he's good behind the scenes. I mean, he's been doing it a long time. He knows what he knows what he's doing. I just don't think he's the right guy for this show. But whatever.
I think it's
He's sitting there, not me.
a terrible move to wait 3 or 4 days.
I agree.
Yeah, she should have just came right out and said, look, I was trying to sweep up for a friend of mine who's not doing well. I fucked up. I did the wrong thing. I let a lot of people down. I'm sorry. And it just moved on with life instead of dragging it out and dragging it out. Yes, you would have lost people, but you would have saved so much face.
Back. It's just crazy. All she had to do was come out and say, Melanie Mack was my friend. I didn't want to
I just
screw
said that.
her over. I wanted to protect her.
Me and
I lied
PPP,
to
we're there.
protect her.
That's because
I
we're two
slept
fat
to
dudes.
protect her.
That's why.
I
Me and
realized
PPP.
that was
Two
wrong.
fat
I
dudes
shouldn't have
talking
done
about
that. And,
anti-simping
just throw them
against
under the fucking
flat-chested
bus and
bitches.
Say, fuck them, what they're doing is wrong.
And
she
big-chested
would've been
bitches. I guess it
fine.
doesn't matter if you got a flat chest.
Yeah, we still would have
But
shot on her.
it certainly
for
helps if you
lying in
don't.
the first place. But
Just
then
saying.
double down on the lies when they're provable lies, that we have video evidence that contradicts your lies.
And we got a couple hundred miles till top of descent.
Crazy work, Christy.
Yep.
And to throw your father and your child under the bus
Yeah.
to excuse it
Yeah, good
is
move.
crazy.
But how does that excuse get? Let's keep
Good
going.
move, Chrissy.
There's a lot, but we'll never end today's show.
Going with Camelot, because Camelot, I guess, is going to have her on and try to break everything down. And she, whatever.
She didn't show up on his show, by the way.
Which, by the way, he never hopped on. And, like, that never happened. Yeah.
Well,
like,
because as you're going to see in the Chrissy segment, and it was so tough to lay this out because, like, the Chrissy stuff I was so mad about as it was happening, and I just wanted to cover it immediately.
Yeah.
But Quartering's meltdowns were so insane, and he's the main character
Yeah.
in this arc that he truly has to be covered first. But the stuff with Chrissy is truly fucking nuts, man.
Yep, it sure is. She destroyed her career.
That girl who wasn't even, like, who had no idea what was happening, that blonde girl who just sat there,
She had a decent career going from Friday Night Fights. She had a decent comedy career going, and I guess she was funny. I don't really know much about the bitch. I just know that she's been on the internet for a while, but yeah, she destroyed her career by trying to be nice to Melanie, and then when Brittany was trying to get on her show, she's trying to say, oh, Brittany never contacted me, I didn't see it. Meanwhile, you could see her staring at her phone off and on, and like the faces she was making after she was staring at her phone. It's all lies. We're not stupid. The internet doesn't forget, bitch. We're not stupid.
Possible, and on the internet, 24, 48 hours is a fucking eternity.
Yep.
And
oh yeah, it's like a month. It's like a month that passed.
And by the way, like, had she brought
Andy, that's
me
not
on
funny.
last
Shut the fuck
night,
up.
Undoubtedly, she would have been totally felted, right? But it would be over with. The Band-Aid would have been ripped off. But now, the narrative
All right, let me look at
so much more in the last
what we have for
24 hours
descent.
that, I'll be honest, I'm not
Altimeters.
gonna give her an opportunity to defend herself because It's indefensible at this point.
Landing
Like,
lights,
I'm not gonna go
auto
on
brake
that fucking
switch,
show.
forward
It's a
landing
total
gear,
rigged circus game
spoilers,
to make her thousands of fucking dollars.
post flight
Like,
after
I know, thank
landing,
you.
Read specific super chats that are against.
reverser
Cherry-picking
stowed,
the super chats to try and
APU.
create this
Okay, so it's
revisionist
mainly just normal
narrative.
shit on the
She
way
was
down.
retconning in real time,
It's really not out of the
gaslighting
ordinary,
events,
actually. A
and
lot of the shit we
whole
do
chat
to set
was
this
against her,
airplane up
and
is
all the
very,
super chats
very
were
similar to the
against her. When there was
A306,
over
actually,
5,000 people in that
with a
chat,
lot of these
and
buttons up
99%
here.
were on
At least it
Venty's
reminds
side.
me of the A306 a
99%
lot.
of super chats were calling out the sweeping and calling out Chrissy, but she selectively read super chats from her hand-picked group of simps to fuck over Brittany Venti, so that replay viewers would be gaslit.
Wonder what
And
this
by
looks
the
like
way,
more at
she
nighttime. Let me
disabled
see
the
here.
live chat. You can't view the live chat from that stream because she wants people who go to watch it to think that everybody was on her side, which they weren't. It's so dishonest and so disgusting, and I've just had it with Chrissy. Fuck Chrissy. She's a cunt.
Contact
She deserves
Indianapolis
to be
Center,
burned at the stake.
128.375,
want to say this.
FedEx 247 heavy.
To her. I know it's tough. It was her friend, and she just was trying to find some way to reason with her friend who was lying to her, and she held her ground and was pissed off after. Her show after was amazing, by the way. It was
Chrissy
like,
Mayer.
Indianapolis
made
Center,
something
good
like
morning, FedEx
$2,600
247
in
heavy,
super chat.
flight level
It basically
380.
scammed all of them. Didn't read any of them. Took the money and ran, and didn't do a makeup stream tonight to read them because she's hiding. Because she knows that she's fucked. She's been caught in a massive web of lies, and she's burning all of her bridges, and the only option she has now is what she wanted all along, which is to go work for Jeremy Hambley.
Yep.
Well, I hope that Jeremy Hambley has the money you think he has.
He don't
'Cause I
have money,
think
that's
he
for sure.
does. I think that show is dying pretty soon, Chrissy, so I don't know why you chose to snake this show, Friday Night Tight, to go work for Jeremy Hambley, but that's your decision. Okay, I hope you're happy with it.
I bet you he manipulated the same way he does with everyone else. How much money and how much riches and the views. Look, 70,000 watching live. 5 people in chat, by the way. Come on, but yeah, shout out to Brittany for holding strong on this because I know it's a shitty situation.
Fixing it ASAP it's just going to make it worse.
Ultimately, Gary, what you said, you know, this study and brave stance of I'm against false flagging, I'm against stealing content. I'm against bad things.
What you say, I'm against in puppies.
Yes,
I'm against because it's the easiest statement to make, right?
Yes, it is.
This is as content creators in every space, political, gaming, entertainment, Minecraft, YouTubers, whatever fucking content people are making, naked yoga, makeup stuff. The one unifying rule that binds us all is give not false flag channels. You don't
Yep.
put channels away. You don't try to flag people for revenge or get
This is a
them
good-looking
demonetized
airplane.
because you never know when that's
They
gonna
did a
be
really good job with this
turned
thing. This
around on you,
thing, man.
especially with all the shit
Exactly.
going on right now.
Well,
And
how often has it been done to right-wing creators and anti-woke creators by the left, by the woke people?
Very
How
often.
often has it been done to us?
It happened for years. That's why Rumble started. That's why all these alternative platforms started.
In prison. You know, it's like going to the cops in prison and snitching on your fucking celly. Like, that's what he did. And he doesn't realize how bad it is.
But Ash, we say it's about snitching, right? It's not. Because the thing he snitched about wasn't even real.
Yeah, he was snitching on shit that he said.
It's like planting false evidence on somebody and then calling the cops. Like you plant a kilo of coke in some guy's car and then snitch to the cops. Yeah, that's essentially what he did. Yeah.
It's like worse than snitching. Like fuck.
this is not a drama channel, right? We've mentioned it in the past couple weeks because it's impossible not to mention. But all of us here have made it crystal clear that we stand against that. Very stunning and bland.
All right, so borrow is 100, radio altitude, decision height, we'll say 421.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if those people are your friends. Being friends with someone does not mean that you run cover for them and excuse absolutely everything they do and try to massage
Close
their
enough.
reputation. Being friends with someone means that if they're doing something which is extremely wrong and unwise,
And let's see here for
extremely wrong and unwise, and you try to correct their behavior.
These are reasonable, common sense takes.
yes,
Not even like extreme or crazy.
yes they
like,
are.
No, these are the easiest layup takes in the world. This is how Long, Jeremy, and
All right,
Chrissy,
ILS,
and
we have
Melanie on, but they refuse
108.9,
to address any of
and
this
the
stuff.
course is
They
360.
bury their heads in the sand.
So we
They
have
pretend like none of this is going on. And then if they are forced at gunpoint basically to address
360.
it, they gaslight, they deflect, they lie. It's crazy.
Out of range.
So,
Yes.
See, maybe it's
years ago,
9-0.
there was a creator that is no longer part of Geeks and Gamers that was part of the team.
Could be that we're just too far away.
They flagged down someone that was going after them.
Yep.
I told this person right on
Unless we just
I said,
put in
I'll protect
10.9.
you from being racist, sexist. I'll protect you from being.
It wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. It wasn't.
You can say you all you want, but Ryan, I was like, I will.
Oh, yeah, that's the
stand
wrong
with you
one.
On anything that
We
you
should be
say,
at I. Okay,
but I
all
will
right. So we're not going to worry
stand
about that
with
right
you if
now.
You are false flagging the channel. I say that all to say that if you are truly a friend of someone that is caught up in this, being a friend is telling that person that they have fucked up every time.
agreed.
And that's not
And
happening.
this is the sad situation is I don't think that Jeremy Hambley of Wisconsin Quarter has a single friend in this whole world.
No, I don't think he does either. He said he doesn't. He said he'd rather have people that he doesn't know.
The closest he had was Bering, but obviously he doesn't view Bering as his friend. Like he views Bering as beneath him. And so there's nobody who can actually shake this guy to reality and stage an intervention for him. And so he's just gonna keep spiraling and continue making insane, irrational decisions.
Yep.
We'll say this after on the Bering section, but you know what's crazy? The way he's like, I hope the 60,000 views were worth it. Like trying to like insult Bering's view count. It's like Bering made a video
Higher than his views.
After, yeah, it's higher than exactly. It's higher than Jeremy's views now. But Bering made that video because you lied to him, wouldn't respond to him, hid away, and he was trying to be and he was in good faith, rationally explaining to you why what you were doing was wrong, and you still backstabbed him. Then you're like, oh, I hope the views were. Shut the fuck up, chair.
Shockingly enough,
Speaker
from fake Christians on the internet not wanting to be
waypoints.
honest with people behind the scenes, apparently.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
No, Cassot.
And also, like, as bad as the false
Okay, there's
flagging
PX,
is,
there's
I
Wisna.
think stealing content is about as egregious as that.
No.
Yes, it's a compounding.
PX.
You reckon?
No, getting
I don't know,
someone's
I
channel
like-
removed is way worse.
Yeah, it's for sure.
See Wisna.
Moving, then stealing.
It's way worse.
There's L-Town. Oh, wow.
Stealing is second. It's second.
That's way far down.
Like,
Okay,
getting someone taken
so
down doesn't just affect them, but it creates an entire platform of everyone hitting each other because now it's allowed.
okay, L-Town we need to be between 14 and 16. So that's good.
And that's what's been
Okay.
happening. Whether the channel
And
that
then
instigated this started
Dapple.
did it themselves or just
Marcel,
started a fury of
250.
false flagging.
Okay.
It's happening. I saw a channel today.
And Dazik.
So you know,
It's nearly every day. It's nearly every day that somebody who makes fun of Jeremy Hambley gets a video taken down, gets a strike.
Clark.
I would say every like 6 hours at this point.
Enough is enough. It really is.
Yep.
Right, we talked about allegedly, and you look.
All right, let's
watch all these
say
videos, you see the
240.
email. I think I know what happened
Times,
there. but it doesn't
plus
matter because
9,000.
the statements that Jeremy made about having the power to take it down, threatening to take it down, all that stuff.
We'll say
So regardless
9,000
of whether he
even.
actually pushed the button or just somebody that he.
We'll say
like,
plus
told
9,000 even.
Yeah, it's like that's what happened, and until.
And then Clark is
until we're honest about
210.
that, until he's honest about that, and until he does something to try to.
This gotta be honest, like, how can you paint these guys as like insane trolls, cyber bullies, drama mongers? You can't. These are guys that run like a media show and are just
Diggle.
giving the most reasonable, level-headed
Dink,
takes possible.
3,000.
And the smear job that Quartering's
Okay,
doing, painting
that all
them
looks
as
good.
communist agents and woke leftists and cancel mob, like that's not going to work either. Like rather than actually addressing the arguments that these guys are making,
Now, we're
which
getting ready to
again,
come
because
in.
they're correct. Instead,
We're
it
actually
has to be
just
these
now starting
deflections and this
our arrival.
crying and this coping. It's very sad stuff.
Yep. Make it right. Get in contact with YouTube to help, or whatever it might be. There's no.
Okay, we have 36 left.
Do that.
Yeah. And so for those that might be confused, there's a lot of stuff out there
if you might be confused, it's because you're not spending every moment on the internet, so you should...
That's true.
You guys be here all the time, 24/7, you have to read everything.
Yes.
It's not that big of a job, man. Try doing my job and then complaining.
The other day,
I'd much rather just watch Jeremy Hambley all day than...
content out because she's been on point.
Anyways, let me not say it. Because I do actually like my job. I just wish it wasn't every day. I'd like to work a 4-day week, and I'd like to work from like 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that. I don't really start waking up most of the time until like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Every day I have a day off, and I can get away with it. I sleep until like noon. I don't know, something's wrong with me, I guess. But I'd much rather work from like 3 p.m. to 11 or 2 to 10.
Making Brittany look terrible.
Stream after that.
For a second until we exposed it
Go
all
to sleep around
there.
3 in the morning, wake up at noon.
Fucking Steve Austin, man. It was like 50. And Chrissy apparently said on that stream, she's like, well, I've tried to reach out to her and I haven't heard anything.
All right, we have 84
And
miles until top of descent.
Not quite what was going on from what
I guess we'll
understand.
turn
I don't
off
know if the details of that, but I know Brittany
Keno Casino here in a few minutes.
Then ultimately, there's a lot of...
All right, so they have us going. Oh, they have us actually on a new approach. Okay, let's let me get this plugged into my Navigraph here. See, 36 center is not used right now. Why do they keep on doing this?
I was told, ultimately, when your job is on the internet,
This is a good
I'm leaving it on 36 left.
on the
Fuck it.
internet is your job.
We can try. We can do a new arrival though. Let's see here. We
You're
have.
gonna have someone like going out and
Especially if you're an anti-woke creator.
Like, you can't book a guest and know nothing about what's going on with the guest, but you did know the entire time, and you've admitted to Camelot and PM that you knew the entire time, and publicly you were educated on the whole thing by Nina Infinity 2 weeks before the stream and in private multiple times, and so it's just bullshit, and you're a disingenuous liar.
this is
All right, let's do this here. Give me a
You said
moment.
you're not mad at me. I mean,
Let's go into heading
I'm not mad at
mode.
all. But it's like if you're gonna have, somebody who's in the middle of something big, and that's what's going on with Melanie right now, obviously. You have to be aware of that, and you have to know
Let's
that
come
your
down here.
audience
Let's go
is
into
going to ask things or want to know things, and you have to make a decision of how you're going to handle it.
Flight
Whether you're going to
plan.
address it, whether you're not going to, or what's going to happen. That's all part of our jobs, and being YouTubers,
Very
or whatever,
reasonable.
A lot of perks and a lot of awesome things. We can work from home, all this stuff. It also comes with it, like, you have to be aware.
All right, where is KMEM? I guess we'll do this here. All right, star.
Or at least
Okay, let's change this.
when you see a million people in your chat explaining, you have to go, hang on, what's happening?
And you know what I mean? And you can't just like sweep it the whole time. Like, this is crazy.
You have to at least go, wait,
But
what's
Chrissy
happening?
knew. Chrissy knew, and she just wanted that money. That's the truth. And it's all coming out tonight. And I wish it could come out right
There
now.
we go. All right,
But
so we
there's so
have
much reporting we have to get to first.
I
Exactly.
Of your audience
with
and
Humbo.
what they're going to feel about shit.
And then we are doing 36 left again, so insert.
Concerns or say that he's leftist attacking Christians and or not.
This leftist thing is the funniest. Like, their attacks, it's actually so funny.
You want to just keep playing this? I'm just going to go take a piss quick. Yeah.
Head along with somebody who's saying it's just leftist attacking Christians when I feel like that's not the case.
And I'll say this,
But you know what?
All right, there we go.
Jeremy is so used to like using it's a leftist. My coffee's not selling because the leftists. My
Oh, Andy,
views are
shut the
down
fuck
because
up,
the
dude.
leftists. I'm shadow ban. He's so used to using that excuse for any time he's been fucked over or he thinks he's been wrong. But now he's using it against literally anti-woke.
Contact Memphis Center 135.5. FedEx 247 heavy.
in the event, because of the subject matter that we're talking about, in the event...
Memphis Center, good evening. FedEx 247 heavy 380.
I'll be doing extra streams this week. It helps support our editor. I see a bunch of needs on with them. Guys, thank you so much. Let's fucking go. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to give control to the co-pilot.
We're here for 10 hours right, folks.
Because we're going to begin our descent here pretty soon.
Honestly, as much as that might feel like a meme, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy to, you know, put that out there. And that is why the situation is so bad. This is not just a coincidence right now. Some weird shit is going on. And the person that put all of that negative energy out there.
Whoa, he almost said, did you hear that? Listen.
Net on. And the person that put all of that negative.
Whoa! Okay, just gonna say it.
Energy out there.
Nice catch.
Has failed to address it in the same way. The same way you put that negative energy out there, he has failed to address it with that same energy. And that has created a fucking firestorm.
Yes!
The Streisand effect.
Buddy, it's beyond this. I think the Streisand effect should now be updated to the Hadley effect. Honestly.
Don't play the
listen, when your brand
don't do it.
is based on
The air horn.
things.
Hate the air horn.
Harassment, right? You can just repeat the same points over and over and over and over and over.
All things. You need to
Oh, look at it.
Power effect, exactly.
be able to take it, no matter what.
That's
It's
cool.
not like we don't have channels and detractors.
Full effect.
Dream of stopping it. Go ahead. You deserve your say. Everybody deserves their say on this platform. And that's why false flagging is like snitching in prison. It's just something you don't fucking do.
Again?
Yep.
Like, this is beyond snitching in prison. This is you lied about.
It's
another
different,
prisoner
Andy.
doing
Shut the fuck
something
up.
To have them, like, put into, like,
It's
the
way
back.
different. Like, nobody's going to kill Jeremy or Chrissy or shank him in the back for snitching. Shut the fuck up, Andy.
Please, YouTube, just fucking, how are they not figuring
All right, here's
this
the beginning
out
of
yet?
our descent, it looks like.
Who the fuck is searching? Like, it's easy. It's simple. All the evidence is there showing it was fucking bullshit.
Oh, do we,
For needs to be restored now.
okay, we are in X1.
You know, I talked to Morris.
Let's do max speed 1.
Go. He said he doesn't have much help, but I hope it's returned because, for one, his editor got all the money from it.
Let's activate nav.
From it.
Yeah, on the channel.
Actually, no, I'm just going to leave this Kino Casino up while we're landing.
These things didn't happen.
It would have just been limited.
We'll just like put it up here or
Shut
something.
down after Jeremy Hamblin, publicly and privately, and then it became publicly, stated he was going to do that. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we'll just put it like over
what
here in the corner.
happened. The internet is going to perceive that Jeremy did it, and it's up to Jeremy Hamblin.
Yeah, exactly.
to clear his
Exactly.
name. Convince
It looks
him.
like he did it because he was out there saying he was going to do it.
And now this shit is at my door, which I don't appreciate at all, and yet neither do my co-host. But we will be.
No, that's why Chrissy's not invited back right now.
I appreciate it.
Oh, days. I gotta love Coach Chair. Like, so fucking solid, folks. Isn't it?
Yep.
Last night that we were just ignore it and talk about.
Who
the
would have
next
ever
bad Marvel
thought
movie.
I would be
We're gonna
mentioned?
talk about it and then talk about the next bad Marvel movie.
Hold on. So,
All right, let's plug in
of all
flight level
people would be mentioned on Friday Night Tides. A completely
24,000.
unthinkable concept, even just a couple months ago. In all reality, I should never be discussed
Top of
on a
descent.
show this big, this influential.
Nothing until
And I have
flight
to give
level
huge props
815
to
or
Gary,
185.
to Nerdrotic, to everybody on the panel for actually properly addressing this and doing the right thing. Like, I can't find any fault in what they did here whatsoever. And you know, I was worried, like, when I went to go play this clip, I'm like, here we go. But it was actually so fucking solid. I was so happy. Honestly, I was so happy. I had to give them props.
And I went,
It's a cool little airplane. I like this thing.
every fucking.
I can see why they're trying to bring these back into service, man. These are great little airplanes. Not little, but you know what I'm saying.
And Ryan was right. It is because, you know, there's bad.
It's by
chair.
default.
It's by default. Is what he said. That's what he said.
Well, you could just call him normal chair or okay chair.
All right, here we go, making our turn.
You know, but
And
you
we'll
know
see if we
what?
start
I think
descending
he
here in a
deserves
moment.
Good chair, because I'll be honest, nobody at that level, like of that subscribership, has ever actually reached out to me personally, and he did.
Yeah.
And what he said to me, I really
This thing is running so
appreciated.
much
He
better
is
than it
actually
used to.
Solid as fuck, and I would vouch for good chair, 100%.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of DMs from people and like other people in other sectors of the internet, and everyone's been fucking so cool about this, honestly, for real, for real.
Well, they should be. You guys didn't do anything wrong. It's not like you made up. You guys didn't make up anything. You guys are just reporting on what Jeremy already said.
Everyone to Chrissy's channel to see what she has to say.
Oh my God. Now
All right, let's.
She's got some friends.
Literally anything would have been better than what she did. She should have just shut her fucking mouth.
That's very true.
Seriously. Holy fuck.
All right, we're going to begin our descent. Let's turn off the entertainment. Let's put the music back on. All right. This has been a good little flight. I like this. All right, we're getting ready to start our descent. Let me get clearance for that.
Memphis Center, FedEx 247 Heavy, requesting the approach via approach name.
FedEx 247 Heavy, expect the ILS runway 36 center approach into KMEM.
All right, we have started our descent.
The ILS runway 36 center approaching FedEx 247 Heavy.
All right, let's change this to 36 center. Insert. Let's get rid of that vector. And get rid of this discontinuity. Alright, we should be all set now. Now the chart for 36 center. All right, 541 is our minimum. $110.5. And ITSE. All right, so that's correct now. Performance. Flaps 50. $50 land. 35, we'll do 50 land. Wow, look at the difference. I wonder if you don't really land 50 too often. Yeah, let's do flaps 35. It's probably going to be landing kind of close to what Dash 8 Q400 where it's not a lot of flare probably when you're at 35. Making our turn towards the airport, not too much farther up. Passing through 20,000 feet. Set our pressure, 30-16. All right, cockpit sterile. Brakes on. We can turn weather off. Put it on terrain. I guess they want us entering left-hand traffic, so we'll do that after we go to Assure. We'll scoot out to the southeast a little bit.
FedEx 247 heavy, traffic at your 12 o'clock, 3 miles, same altitude, Phenom.
Looking FedEx 247 heavy.
There's our airport right in front of us, I think.
FedEx 247 heavy, slow to 160 knots for spacing, Centurion
What?
Trail.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm so sick of you guys saying that. Every flight.
FedEx 247 heavy.
Can't slow down to 160. Are you fucking kidding me?
FedEx 247 heavy, descend via hither 3 to 10,000, rush transition for the ILS runway 36 center approach into Memphis, altimeter 3014.
Descend via hither 3 to 10,000. Rush transition for the ILS runway 36 center approach into Memphis. Altimeter 3014. FedEx 247 heavy.
Stabilizer motion. Altitude.
FedEx 247 heavy, I'm extending your downwind for sequencing. Turn left heading 170 vectors for the ILS runway 36 center approach.
Left heading 170 for vectors to the ILS runway 36 center approach. FedEx 247 heavy.
FedEx 247 heavy, traffic no longer a factor, no speed restrictions.
That's good.
No speed restrictions. FedEx 247 heavy.
flaps 15. There's our airport right up there, I believe. Right up here. Oh, I wish I had my chase plane binoculars. Alright, I think we can actually go up slats. Once we spin around, start lining up, then we can go to flaps 15 and then flaps 20 and flaps 35. Actually, you know what? Let's just speed back up quite a bit, actually. And let's go clean slats and flaps, put them back up. Yeah, let's speed up, because I think this is our airport. We need to speed up a little bit so we can go land. Oh, I didn't know we could go outside the airplane. Shit, I would have set up some of these cameras. There we go. There's one camera.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
My bad. Can we please? Oh, we're not able to turn around yet. We're just now getting parallel with Memphis. Yeah, they should be right over here now. Right up here, I believe. We'll arm the speed brake here in a moment once we spin around and line up. Well, you know, I guess we could actually arm it now because we're not going to need it again. Alright, it's armed. Yep, there's Nesbitt. I used to have a really good salesperson that worked for me. Last name was Nesbitt. One of the best salespeople I ever had working for me. The owner of my dealership didn't like him, but he was a great salesperson. Tayshawn. We got a flaps malfunction.
Heavy turn left heading 145. Left heading 145, FedEx 247 heavy.
What? Why? Why aren't you turning us towards our landing? Don't make any sense unless you're gonna have us spin right back around. I just want to land. Alright, fuck you guys. I'm turning around and landing. Goodbye, SayIntentions. Alright, SayIntentions is gone for the night. Boy, am I really having a flaps problem here? I don't know how to fix that. Let me see if it's in the manual here. No, we can't clear a failure. Okay, that's fine. So slats are working. All right, we're about 17 miles out. There's our airports right up here. I mean, our runways right up there. Glide slope is starting to show its face. Flaps 28. Almost time to capture the glide slope and the heading here. We can see the CDI indicator is starting to move. Well, at least it looked like it was starting to move. It should be moving any moment now. There we go. Landing is armed. Flaps full.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Landing gear down.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Stabilizer motion.
All right, localizer's been captured. Well, I don't know why it says we have a flaps malfunction. Flaps look like they're working fine to me. All right, landing lights on.
Stabilizer motion.
Flaps 50. I know we talked about flaps 35, but it's just too tempting when it says 50 right there.
Stabilizer motion.
We're about 2,300 feet. think I'm going to take control.
Autopilot.
Okay, my control.
Approaching minimum. Five hundred.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
400.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
I don't know why you're saying that. We got 2 and 2.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
200.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
No way. That's fucking sick if that was. Of course, I wasn't recording, so I have no way of replaying it, but... Well, my friends, that was a fun little flight. Yeah, I don't see how it was minus 11 and we got 4 stars. That doesn't compute. Does not compute. Does not compute. All right, I'm out of here. I really need to stop streaming this late at night. Like, I should have been asleep already. Fuck. Fuck, but I just can't help it. I love flying. I can't help it. I just want to stream for a living, talk about drama content, fly airplanes. Somebody support me so I can do. Somebody support me so I can do it. Somebody adopt me. All right, I'm getting out of here. I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. That's about it, my friends. See ya.